G'day, I'm Andrew. I want to show you how I designed and cut these custom curved ceiling curtain tracks using Vetric Aspire 9.5 for this fine dining restaurant called Ippen. I was handed this job 2 weeks in on a Friday arvo just before knock-off time, and I was asked if I could do it. I said I'd give it a crack and I'll figure out how. I asked, when does it need to be done? The answer was, as soon as possible. Now keep in mind, I went from making these large art pieces as a hobbyist CNC programmer to, hey, can you help make this fine dining restaurant? Now I had a few, let's say several major concerns. Number one, I have no idea what I'm doing and no experience making restaurants. Number two, I don't know how to read floor plans. Number three, I only have the Vetric Aspire 9.5 software on my laptop, which isn't meant to be used to make restaurants. Number four, I have no idea what I'm doing and no experience making restaurants. Now with those concerns out of the way for now, these were some of the floor plans I was given to somehow decipher the 73 meters of curved custom curtain tracks. The curtain tracks are to be hung on the ceiling with a flexible LED strip on the outside and a flexible vertical curtain track on the inside, which snakes all the way down through the middle of those tracks. It's going to have a 90 centimeter sheer curtain hanging down with an LED strip shining from the back of it. I believe they quoted around 100k just for that. Now I know exactly what you're thinking. That's easy, right? No pressure whatsoever. Just before I explain how I figured it out, there's one slight hitch, actually a few. I have to design these curves, most of which have a certain radius, then chop them up into 3.6 meter length sections to fit the 3.6 meter MDF boards, and then flip the design and cut it upside down, as the CNC only mills from top side down. Then, when it's all completed, we flip it over and fix it to the ceiling, ready to install the LEDs and sheer curtains, and hope it all fits. Easy, right? No pressure. First step is, how do I get the correct measurements and lengths into the Vetric Aspire software? Now this is how I figured it out. The first step on how to get the correct lifelike scale of the restaurant into the CNC software. I knew the restaurant was approximately 33 meters long, and I imported the floor plans into Vetric Aspire as a bitmap image and scaled the full-size restaurant to the little blue scaling lines that were on the floor plans at the time. Second step, how to draw curves with the correct radius. Again, haven't done that before. Once the whole restaurant was scaled to size, I simply drew a single line over the floor plans, over the curtain tracks, and applied the correct radius to the curves, and then joined them together if they were separate, with a nice long fillet. I then offset the middle line on both sides to 25 millimeters each to get a total width of 50 millimeters. Now third, how do I make the grooves in the middle of the tracks to accommodate the LED curtain strips? I used different layers to create different coloured pockets for the inside curtain track and outside LED pockets. Now layers are great for using two separate colours on two separate drawings on the same design. Keep in mind that this design has to be flipped over to be the correct way up when it comes time to install it. I basically have to mill it upside down. This is a quick drawing of the shape I was after, and of course the vertical curtain track and the LED were different widths and depths. I ended up making both about 2 millimeters wider than they were, so they could have a little bit of wiggle room when they were to be installed in and along the curves. I made a few mistakes along the way and learnt a lot. All the shop fit out guys made it look amazing in the end. It wasn't easy, but not bad for someone with no experience in making restaurants. I was asked at the end of the job if I would have done anything differently. I said I would have asked the floor plan designer to give me each radius on each curve of the curtain tracks, as some were missing, which made it very hard to reproduce the design to an actual 3D working model. In the end, it was a lot of work, but it turned out looking amazing, especially at night. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye now.